So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Looney, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, 82 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there.
Washington.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now Bush on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Westbrook. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tack McKinley. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Davion Taylor on the stop. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Westbrook connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle.
The pass.
Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Now 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Washington ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Westbrook. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Westbrook. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Looney. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st down. Westbrook. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Westbrook. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Westbrook. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Off the play fake. Looney. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return will stop right around the 25. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Washington, nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round, trust
Following the fumble recovery, Westbrook. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
4 yards.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun, Westbrook letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
3-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect it. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Back at the 14-yard line.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off play action. Looney. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Cooks, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Takes over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Gibson. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Falcons' 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, Westbrook. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and 10. Westbrook. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Washington.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Westbrook. And that will be incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
On the return, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
To throw on second down, Looney. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
49-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Looney. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Throwing on first down, Looney. This one caught by Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Looney. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Washington.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Westbrook. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Westbrook. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And some room to roam now. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Off-play action. Looney. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 19.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
At the 22-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, Westbrook. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., 51 yards. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Falcons 17. Washington 10.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
The ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tony Pollard, 66 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
The kick is...
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum.
Washington.
Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urge.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
1-yard gain. 1st down, Washington.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Westbrook. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
7-yard.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The ball carrier.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Washington 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
For the extra point.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the 1st half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gurley. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 25 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, Westbrook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Westbrook. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Westbrook. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Westbrook slings this deep from McLaurin, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 51. I got you, son.
Looking to throw. Looney. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Washington 17.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here with pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Westbrook. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Washington on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun, Westbrook is going to fire one deep over the middle and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 4th down, Westbrook. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
9-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Looney eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
down at the 26.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On first down, Westbrook. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing on first down, Westbrook. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Westbrook. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Westbrook. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
The throw taken in by Sims. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Westbrook. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
The kicker on.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Let's go. Mark 70, Mark 70 Lions. Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
51, Mike 51.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Antonio Gibson.
From the gun, Westbrook. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Westbrook. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.